Hi, I'm Margaret Kusa, and I will be talking about Charles Briggs today. Charles Briggs was a Presbyterian minister, Hebrew scholar, seminary professor, and a firm proponent of the partial theory of inspiration. He was part of what Ronald Sada, in his article The Case of Professor Charles Briggs, Inerrancy Affirmed, called the most spectacular and significant heresy trial of the 19th century. Dr. Briggs published many books in the 1880s, including a biblical study in 1883 that Sada says took aim at the inerrancy of the autographs of Scripture, as well as seeking to prove that there were errors in the Scriptures. But he held that the errors were not a problem, and that they gave genuineness to the Bible. Sada quotes Briggs as saying, "It is not a pleasant task to point out errors in the sacred Scriptures. Nevertheless, historical criticism finds them, and we must meet the issue whether they destroy the authority of the Bible or not. I shall venture to affirm that, so far as I can see, there are errors in the Scripture which no one has been able to explain away, and the theory that they were not in the original text is sheer assumption." In pursuing this, he not only targeted the Bible, but Princeton theologians A. A. Hodge and B. B. Warfield as well. But it was Briggs' inauguration speech that landed him in hot water and ended in a heresy trial in which he was defrocked and banished from the ordained Presbyterian ministry. There were many newspaper articles that covered this sensational trial. On October 6, 1891, the New York Times published an article entitled "Dr. Briggs to be Tried." The article reports on the discussions and disagreements of the Presbytery of New York on trying Dr. Briggs, noting how some said it would cause strife in the denomination. It reports that despite the struggle between those for and against Briggs, the Presbytery voted to try him for heresy. Another newspaper, the Helena Independent, published an article entitled "Heretic or Believer?" on October 25, 1891. This article reports that the result will be momentous and that Christians of every sect are watching. The Washington Post, June 2, 1893, reports on the outcome in an article entitled "The Final Judgment." The opening line says, "Verdict of suspension passed on Dr. Briggs after he refused to see the error of his ways." After he left the Presbyterian Church, he moved to the Episcopalian Church and was ordained in 1899. An article in the Evening Star, a Washington, D.C. paper, entitled "Dr. Briggs Ordained," advertised that the ceremony passes off without any unusual incident. The report goes on to say that despite the recent outcry, the church was quiet for the ceremony and there were no outbursts. It does note that there were policemen both inside and outside the church, though. Dr. Briggs was a controversial figure that sparked debate and grabbed the attention of newspapers across the country.